Hi, I'm Stephen Cronin from stephencronin.com, watercolour painting tutorials, and this simple little riverbank scene. Big trees here on the right hand side, a few rocks scraped in. So before I show you how I did this one, just a quick word, Patreon links in the description if you'd like to watch more videos. That's all down there. So let's have a quick look at the colours before we start painting. So here we have the colours. We've got ultramarine, cad yellow, Payne's grey, alizarin crimson, raw sienna, burnt umber, light red. Got the large Ron Ransonake and 15 by 11 Fabriano watercolour paper. So let's kick this one off then with a big brush. And I didn't wet the paper enough last time, so I just want to make sure it's nice and wet. I don't want it drying before I've had a chance to finish what I'm doing. So I'm going to start off with, actually no, I was going raw sienna. I'm going to be too predictable now, so I'm doing ultramarine first. Let's just put some of that in. Get it all the way down the bottom. Clean the brush, pop a few clouds in, so I'm doing alizarin crimson, bit of Payne's grey in there. Payne's grey. Few more big clouds there. Going to be some big trees there, so I ain't worrying too much. Don't want these the same length, so I'm going to make that one a little bit bigger. Something like that. Slight reflection of the clouds in the water down there. Right. Next, want some distant land, so I'm mixing the same colours again. Pretty blue, this one, so popping some distant land over there and give it a quick dry. Not bone dry, just enough to stop the paint from dripping down the paper. I'm going to clean the brush and put some more land in. This time I'm going raw sienna, just a touch of ultramarine in there as well. And this one's going up there like that, sort of over around there. Again, a lot of this will be covered by a tree, so I won't worry too much. I'm adding a bit of cad yellow. Just coming up now to the far side of this river bank. Now on this left hand side I want some strong trees, strong green coloured trees, so I'm adding plenty of Payne's grey, really deep greeny colour, cad yellow, Payne's grey, not too much water, just enough to hold all the hairs together, and then these are going up there like that. And at the base of those, I'm going to clean the brush, so I want to go back to a lighter colour. I'll tell you what I've forgotten to do. I've forgotten to do the reflections. So while I've got that, let's get that paint back on the brush. And the reflections are sort of down here somewhere, so I'm just going to pull them down there like that. Right. Clean the brush, I'm going back to a light colour. So I'm going back to cad yellow, a bit of raw sienna in there as well. Pushing this up, just that bit of land in there. Right. We've got our banks of trees with a little reflection below. could even possibly do. No, I was going to do some rocks. I'll save the rocks for the other side. So let's pull this paper flat. Then I'll start on this big tree on the right hand side. I'll tell you what I might do. Don't normally do this, but I'm just going to switch to my flat brush. Just clean, damp, and just put a little water line. I'm just sort of leveling that out and just little lines there. Looks like again reflections in the water. So it's just an easy way because it wasn't straight, this line here. So if I just go like that and just pull that through, basically like how Bob Ross used to do it with his white paints and his palette knife. Same sort of thing really. It's like a little water line in the distance. That'll do. Again, quick dry. Got a big tree now on this right hand side, so for this, starting off with the lighter greens, let's just clean the brush, just get a lot of that water off. Just now a bit of raw sienna, a bit of cad yellow. I'm going to start off with the lighter greens. Right, it's just whacking the main general shape of what this thing's going to look like. Something like that. Right, let's give it a bit of ultramarine. You get a little bit of variation in there. Bring that down to the bottom. On the other side. I don't want to block it all, I want to be able to see the bits of sky here and there. And then I'm going to switch to the Payne's grey. Darkest green I can get. Shadowy areas down the bottom, some dark. That's good up there. Just see what this looks like. I'll just paint over anything that I think doesn't quite look right. On there, but I might paint over a lot of that, I think. Just a bit of dark up there. Right, let's get the rigger brush. I'm getting a bit of brown, a bit of blue, plenty of water, plenty of paint. Big. Hiding that, just so there's like just a hint. Again, so I'm just filling in these painting in the gaps. That'll do. Clean the brush. I want to go back to a lighter colour again, so go put a raw sienna, bit of yellow on there. Now this is coming out something like that. Yellow in there. Just sweeping its way around there like that. It's a bit dark, a bit of brown, a bit of blue. This is when I tell I need a new brush. I can't quite get a chisel edge with this because it's so worn. I'll have to get a new brush pretty soon, I think. Have a few little rocks and things. Can't resist putting them in. Let's have some in there as well, I think. Something like that. Right, okay, now quick dry. Get a few little shadows in there. I don't want to get too balmy with the shadows. And a bit of brown, a bit of red, a bit of blue. No signs to it. Just mix that something towards a bluey, grey colour. Bit of green in there as well, yellow rather. So we've got shadows just lost in amongst there, and they're just coming out there like that. I've covered up all those. This is actually darker than I meant to do it. Just want to get a few more of those rocks back out. That'll do. And finally, just little dots here and there. Right, now we need a little man. We're going to have a little man just stood on the river's edge. He's just stood there somewhere. Need to dry it. Reload the brush. Just a touch bigger. Just missed about doing something down there. In fact, little dove vine there. A little bit of a shadow coming from them. And I think we just got to few little birds in the sky, and then finally I'm just going to put my name down there and call that one finished. So let's see what it looks like with the mounts on. So here's the finished painting, all mounted up. So if we go and have a closer look. Starting off with the sky, it was just simple ultramarine, and then the clouds, in hindsight I might have done this one a little bit narrower, or maybe done narrower bands going down towards the horizon rather than one big thick one. It's just because it's too similar to that one, which is even thicker because of the mounts covering a lot of it. Then we got a distant land there, and then just in front of that I did a bit of alizarin crimson, cad yellow as we come closer and closer, and then yeah, I just used a simple little technique, just used the flat brush just to pull in, not only to make that smaller so it looked better, looked more distant, but put in like a little water line, and then just use that same paint off the brush that I collected by putting that in, just to make it look like reflections and like ripples on the water surface. A few more trees on this side there with the reflections down below, reflections put in when it was dry look, so I've ended up with hard edges rather than soft. Not a problem. Now, picture's framed on this right hand side by these big trees there. Started off putting the foliage in first, using just a bit of cad yellow for the lighter stuff, then I had a bit of ultramarine, and then a bit of Payne's grey for the darkest of the greens. The tree trunks, a combination of scraped some in there using a fingernail, just trying to look as if the light's just catching them. Then some put in with the rigger brush, and then a few twigs and things growing through all the little holes with branches. Always try and leave little gaps like this so you can see the sky rather than just one big blob of green. Then at the base of the tree got all these rocks and stones that I scraped in using the corner of a plastic card. And then a few shadows, a few more rock scrapings there down into in the foreground in this little bay in the shoreline, and then our little man and his dog there looking at across the water. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Keep practicing. Any questions, please don't hesitate to ask, and I'll see you again soon.